up guys, JayFerGaming here. Welcome to my 1k Q&A celebration. Once again I want to thank you guys for getting me to the 1k mark. It's such a great achievement and now I'm actually up to 1021 subs, so yeah, things have improved recently and it feels awesome, and I couldn't have done it without you guys, so thanks again. So let's get into the Q&A. I'm gonna answer all the questions I got, and I did get a couple on, like one on a different video, one on the F1XL website, so I'll start with that one. Frozen Gamers, who was too lazy to comment on the video. So, favourite race, most disastrous race, and favourite season. I'm not sure if you mean real life or F1XL, so I'll cover both of them. So, favourite race in real life. I might go for a bit of a surprising one. I don't know. Brazil 2012 was up there, but I think I'm going to go for Brazil 2003. Some of you newer followers of F1 might not have seen it, but Giancarlo Fisichella and the Jordan actually won it. Well, we thought so, but then Raikkonen was awarded the win. Then, like a few days later, Fisichella was given the victory. It was a weird situation, but that was the one with the huge crash where Webber crashed and then Alonso smashed into a loose tyre from Webber's, I think it was Jaguar at the time. And there were number leaders of the race. There was Barrichello, Coulthard and Schumacher all retired from the lead, and then I think 5 or 6 cars crashed at I think it's turn 3, just on the exit of the centre rest, because there was a river running across the track, and the likes of Schumacher, Button all went into the wall. It was an amazing race, and I'd probably say that's my favourite of all time. I have been a fan of F1 since 1997, so a lot of experience of some great races. In terms of most disastrous race, in terms of real life, oh, that's a tough question. I'd probably say 98 Belgium. That's the only one you can't say. I think 10, 11, 12 cars crashed after the La Source hairpin on lap 1. The race got restarted. It was all caused by David Coulthard losing control and smashing into the wall. And yeah, I think 4 drivers couldn't start. They had spare cars back then, but obviously if 2 of the team had crashed, 1 had to sadly miss out, but that was a pretty crazy race and only 6 cars finished. Yeah, there was a couple of huge incidents, like Schumacher in the back of Coulthard. I think it was Fisichella in the back of Nicano, if I remember correctly. That's going back 18 years, which is unbelievable. What a thought that is. Favourite season? Tough question. I'd probably say 2012 or 2003. 2003 because we'd come off a very dominant season, or 2 seasons from Ferrari, where Schumacher just won everything. Though I am a Ferrari fan, it was good to see, but a little bit boring at the same time. It was Montoya, Raikkonen and Schumacher battling for the championship. It went all the way to the final race, and I'm pretty sure Schumacher beat Raikkonen by 1 point. I need to get my facts right there, because I haven't actually seen races from that season for a long time, but I remember it was an awesome season. Also 2012, when 7 drivers won the first 7 races. It was pretty amazing. You don't really expect that kind of thing. And yeah, Maldonado won as well. That's pretty crazy. And my favourite driver at the time, Alonso, nearly won the title in an underperforming car and really sent Vettel to the edge, especially in that final race, which is a fantastic race, Brazil 2012. So, in terms of F1XL, favourite races, I can't answer that. There's just too many races that have been really exciting. Most disastrous race was Monaco, and season 4, I think it was. I was coming off the back of 6 wins in a row. I was dominating the driver's standings, and I had a poor race. I finished, I think, 3rd the race after the 6 win streak, and then Monaco came up. I was running in around 4th, but then it just fell apart. I got 3 drive-through penalties in 3 laps for corner cutting of the Nouvelle chicane, the one after the tunnel, and they were obvious corner cuts. I just didn't learn from my mistake, but after that I didn't corner cut again. I recovered. I was absolutely miles behind. I think I actually got lapped in this race, and I finished 7th in the end. It was a great recovery considering how far back I was, but yeah, I want to forget all about that race. Favourite season would be my first season in F1XL, season 3. At first, I just wanted to race, and I didn't think I'd really do that well, but after a while, I put a good run together. I think mid-season, I put 3 wins in a row together, and then I was battling with Bowie, I can't remember how you say his name, Bowie and Linz, all the way to the final race. Such a great battle. In the final race, I was down in around 10th place due to a safety car and then lag spike, and Bowie was winning, so he was actually winning the title, so I had to find my way through the field. It was in Korea with only a few laps to go, and I had some great battles and actually took the win. It was a great comeback, and yeah, just summed up a fantastic first season. Never forget that. So that was a very long-winded question, Jesus Christ. Right, let's move on to the random comment on a video from Adam Check. How have you started doing YouTube videos, and how long you are on YouTube, meaning your old channel as well? By the way, you're doing a fantastic job. Keep it up for the future. Thank you very much. I'm guessing English isn't your first language, but that's a great effort if it isn't. So how long have I been on YouTube? The channel started on January the 2nd, 2013. So just over 3 years. So it has taken a while to get here, but my content's improved so much since the start. I can admit that. And if you haven't seen my looking at old video reaction video, go check that one out. That's also a celebration of the 1K subs. And you'll see my first video, which I am embarrassed about. I've got to say that. How long will I've been on? I've answered that actually. And that's when I started doing videos. And I didn't actually have an old channel. I don't know if you mistaken me for someone else. But thanks for the message there. Yeah, I really do hope for a great future. Thank you. So, we'll go down the questions from Christopher Moss. Congratulations. Haven't really known you as we raced in 2 races this year. Yeah, he was my teammate for this season 7.5, but I kind of quit the season after the first 2 races. I just needed a break, and I wanted to wait till F1 2016 season 8. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you on the track then. The question is, who do you think would win an F1 race if in exactly the same car conditions between Hamilton, Verstappen, Michael Schumacher, Senna, Stewart and Fangio? Oh my god. Wow. That's a very tough question. As I said before, I started watching in 97, so Schumacher was a big part of that. I didn't watch Senna race, obviously, because I wasn't old enough. Same with Stewart and Fangio, so it's a hard one. I'm always going to slide for Schumacher over Senna because I grew up supporting Schumacher. I'd probably say Senna's the best one out of them, in my opinion. It would probably be Schumacher or Senna, but I really can't answer that because well, apart from watching the old races, I'm not answering this very well. I'd pick Schumacher over Senna because I didn't watch Senna live. In terms of the rest, I can't say about Fangio. I've never seen any of his races. I've seen a few highlights of Jackie Stewart's races. They're all obviously awesome drivers. I'd probably, out of them, put Max Verstappen last. He's obviously just been in F1 for over a season. He's done a great job so far. He's got a fantastic future, but he doesn't compare to the others. And I'm not a fan of Lewis Hamilton. You might have realised from me slating him in my videos at times. I do respect him. I just don't like his attitude. And I'd rather be honest about that. And Team Rosberg, come on. Not really. So, moving down. Oh god, here we go. Ian Bonter. Bonter Bullets, what a man. Why aren't you naked and where can I get nudes of you? Well, that is a great question and you're making me cry from that. Why aren't I naked? Because this video would be banned and I don't want to get banned on YouTube. And where can I get nudes of you? Well, you need to send me a lot of money. Then you will find out. Does that answer your question? A congratulations message from Sneaker. Thank you very much. Congrats from Mr. Crunch 85. Do you also play Rocket League? Because racing plus football equals, you know. I'm guessing you're flirting with me there. I don't really know where this is going. But yeah, Rocket League. I didn't buy it until quite late compared to some people. But car football is freaking awesome. It's so fun. It's like such a basic concept, and to answer the question, yes I do. And I haven't played so much recently. I think it was about a month ago I played nearly every day. It's it's a simple yet addictive game. I would recommend it to anyone, especially with friends as well. If you play with random people, they suck a bit and just steal the ball off you, but when you play with friends, it's a great experience, such a fun game, and I'd recommend it to anyone out there. To Dan Pearson, here we go. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Well, that question's just seriously giving me wood right now, and yeah, he can woodchuck a lot of chuck wood. I don't know, But I've got wood right now. I can promise you. I'm not going to show you. I only show nudes. Bonter. So, Baz, Q&A, how old are you? And what steering wheel do you use? Keep up the great work, mate. Thank you very much. How old am I? I've just turned 24 last month. So I think in terms of like F1 YouTubers that I've seen, I'm quite old. I'm like the pension of the F1 community. So yeah, 24. What steering wheel did I use? I genuinely just had to go and check what the name of my wheel was. I just totally forgot. At the moment, I use the Thrustmaster Ferrari 458 wheel, or Spider, I think it's called. It cost about 70-80 quid off Amazon, no force feedback. Because before that I think it was the Thrustmaster TX, I think it's called. That cost me about 280 quid. And yeah, it stopped like syncing to the Xbox, and I just honestly got sick of it. Bought the cheaper Spider wheel, and I actually prefer it even without force feedback. For some reason, it just feels better. So I'd highly recommend it if you don't really have a huge budget. It's a pretty decent wheel, and yeah, I'm just happy using that, to be fair. So moving down to Jack Sparshot. If you owned a pet ostrich, what would you name him? I'd call him Gaz. Well, that's a very creative name. So what would I call a pet ostrich? JayFerGaming, of course. Yeah, that's how I roll. So fried water. Wow, I wouldn't call a pet ostrich that. My question is, what is your favourite F1 game, and do you like any other sports like football, etc.? Well, favourite F1 game would have to be... that's a tricky one. I don't know. In terms of gameplay, I'd have to controversially say F1 2015. I love the racing, just the rest of the game and the glitches and stuff, and the multiplayer. The rest of the game isn't great, but the racing is fantastic. For an overall game, I would have to say F1 2013 maybe. Yeah, I think I'd have to say F1 2013. I enjoyed wheel-to-wheel racing on there. The classic content was brilliant. And yeah, I just think the overall package has been the best Codemasters game. Can you compare them to the earlier games? They'll be tricky. Yeah, I'd probably say F1 2013. And in terms of other sports, football, I'm not going to brag about it. I'm a Newcastle fan. We've just got relegated to the Championship. I think we'll win the league next season, but still, it's not something to brag about. Rafa Benitez, Rafa. Yeah, I think things will get better next season. Obviously, the Euros now. England have just drawn 1-1 with Russia, which kind of sucks. I think we'll get to the quarterfinals there. So England and Newcastle fan. I used to play football, not so much now. I used to play for a cricket team as well. I played for them for about 3 years. Was mainly an upper order batsman. Can't bowl. Terrible bowler. Other sports, I've played badminton in the past. Squash. I don't really, just like casually playing. Been karting a few times. Pretty good at that. It's a bit expensive though. What other sports? I can't really think of anything else. F1, IndyCar. Yeah. That's probably about it. I go to the gym. I work out. Can we class that as a sport? Weightlifting. Yeah, I'll go with that. So they're the ones. Mainly football, cricket, and F1. From Gillian Jane. Well, on behalf of Rev and Michael Thompson, he is a reverend, he's a very religious guy, and he doesn't have a YouTube account in 2016. But he has a Nokia 3310 as well. So would you ever consider doing a live stream? Also cool, first 1K is hard. I'm hard too. Live stream. I tried once to commentate while I drove on F1 and it didn't go well. Live stream, I don't know. I kind of like just doing the videos like this at the moment. I could live stream in the future maybe, but I'm not looking to do it anytime soon. So yeah, that's the answers to that question. Moving down from, well, actually the question, just to say this guy's name, Tetsuru Kuru. That's correct. I reckon that's correct. So get back to me on that one. Joseph Petrassi, hashtag never gonna reach 1004 subs. Screw you. Congrats for the 1k subs. Keep it up, mate. Thank you, RT Gaming HD 1998. It's a bit of a challenge just saying people's names. My question is, will you be doing a career mode on F1 2011, 12 and 13 as well as season 2 on F1 2010? Thank you. Well, I have started the season 2 of my F1 2010 career mode. Australia, oh no, it was Bahrain. Bahrain's first race of the season. That's already out. I'll be continuing at least till the end of season 2. I think it depends if I win the title in this season. If I do, I probably won't go to a season 3 because I think it'll be too easy in a better team. In terms of different games, I have got a series in mind. I think it's a pretty unique series. I'm not sure if any other YouTubers done it. I try and do these unique series like Bernie's Spin of Fate. And when that comes to an end, I don't want to give it away. It will be on one of the games you suggested and a different mode. I'll say that I'll probably be releasing that kind of thing in just over a month maybe. So that's something to look forward to. In terms of the other games, I'm thinking 2012 because I'm pretty sure that's the game with the tiers where you could bring like a Marussia to the front after a number of seasons. That's why I'm thinking 2012 for after the 2010 career mode. That could be an idea. I've got to think about it really. So yeah, trying to tie it in with F1 2016 could be tough, but we'll see what happens. I need to plan more for the future. Frozen Gamers does have a question on here. Damn you, getting 2 questions in there. Are you going to do a video where you and your girlfriend race on F1 whilst pissed? No, kid. That would be the best thing ever. I'm not going to do that because I don't really want to. I'm up for doing different videos, but I don't think that would be a good idea. Maybe something similar, but we'll wait and see what happens there. Further down from Julian Jane. She will whip my booty at the game. I don't think so. 3-time F1 XL champion. I vote more vlogs and reviews. I love this style. Would you ever consider expanding your gaming channel to include more behind the scenes with videos such as this? Well, there was the F1 2016 game news video, which had my face on here for the first time in a long time, not since the Harlem Shake or my HRT career mode. Rags to Riches, that's the one. So yeah, I think I'm starting to get into this. With the software I'm using at the moment, I can use my face in these. There was the 2016 video, there was the thanks for 1k subs video, and what was the other one? It was reviewing all videos, and obviously this one. So I'm feeling more confident in doing this kind of thing. So yeah, I could do that more in the future, but I don't think putting my face on videos where I'm racing, I don't think that really works, and I think it'll be more for special videos. And if more news comes out for F1 2016, I might do that. Yeah, so that answers that question. So yeah, some decent thoughts for the future. Could expand on my channel, maybe into future games. I don't know. I might stick to F1 just for now. So, Callan McMillan, my question is, do you think you're going to win another F1 FXL? I'm guessing that's F1 XL. In the 2016 game. Hope you answer my question. You the best. Actually, I just read that. It says you're the best. But I thought it said you the best, because that sounds cooler. 2016, will I win the season? Well, on 2015, season 7 was a great battle with Vidal. I think everyone's going to be strong for 2016. I think we'll have a number of new drivers because I'm hoping it's a better game, so more people will play, more people will want to be in the league, and there'll be more competition. In terms of like the 2014 game, I struggled so badly and had no chance of winning the title because I just didn't have the pace and the game was so pad oriented. So I can't say I'll be fighting for it. I'll probably be in the top league, I'd imagine. I can't imagine I'd lose that much pace from game to game, but it's obviously going to be a challenge. There's great races over there, so maybe. I hope so. 4-time F1 XL champion would sound amazing. Danny Morgan, have you ever punched a sheep? I don't think I've actually got that close to a sheep before. I've eaten a lamb. It wasn't alive, it was cooked, obviously. But have I punched a sheep? No, but I'm considering it. Wow, some of these questions. Colin McMillan. Oh, it's not a question, but I'll make 10,000 subs in 1 year. That's an incredible message. Thank you so much. I hope I do. I don't know how realistic that is. And I've already answered a question from you. What do you think about F1 2016 Monaco? That was a few weeks ago, so I've got to think back. Well, where do we start? Ricciardo should have won. The pit crew screwed him up. Should Ricciardo leave Red Bull because of that? I don't think so. They did screw him up in Spain and Monaco. This is after Canada, by the way, I'm recording this. So you should stick with Red Bull. They've clearly got a good car. Canada showed the weakness of the Red Bull, which is straight line speed. I don't think they're at the level of Ferrari yet, even though Ferrari really struggled at Monaco as Raikkonen improved. And Vettel wasn't so good. Hamilton obviously put in a good drive. I wouldn't say it was amazing, and he just deserved to come second. One thing I think is, why did Rosberg let Hamilton through? If Rosberg loses the title by just like a small number of points, it's going to come back to Monaco as Rosberg's main title challenge. Letting him through, I wouldn't have done that personally. It would have cost Hamilton the race win, but title rival, come on Rosberg. Would Hamilton do that for Rosberg? I don't think so. But overall, it was a pretty good race. Shame no cars got any surprise results. I thought like maybe Verline might maybe get in the top 10 if there was a few crashes, but it was an exciting race. Like most of the races this season, really. It's been a surprise compared to 2015, so that's great. That's actually the final question, because Mark Arrowsmith, Fruit Loops 2020, first of all, what kind of name is that? That hair. Well, is it improved since last time? I hope so. I haven't really done it for this. I've come back from work and it's been a mess, but yeah, that's all the questions I got, sadly. Quite hard when you've got a smaller channel like this to get many questions, but for all the guys who did leave questions, thank you so much. Once again, thank you, my 1,021 subs at the moment. And yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more videos, and I'll catch you in my next video. Goodbye.